Hello, my beautiful magicals, and welcome to Saturday. This week went so quickly, my God. Okay, guys, today's a little bit different. I know I've done retrograde readings before, but this is a slightly different one just based on the planet that is retrograde at the moment. So, as of today, we go into Saturn retrograde. Now, I have actually made some notes because there's quite a bit going on. So, today is going to be slightly different. Just bear with me, right? We'll get through it. I think it's going to be quite a good reading, actually. I've got a feeling. The second thing I want to say to you is I am doing a pop-up reading for this, right? Guys, this is hugely important. Saturn is about our karma and it's about our lessons. And the lessons we need to keep going with, the lessons we need to start learning. What aren't we facing? It's a really big energy, okay? And just to tell you that we're in this retrograde for 4.5 months. So it's really important that we start as we intend to finish. Okay. So I will be putting out a pop-up reading that will be available immediately. So for those that are just not on my actual WhatsApp group, I will leave my number in the bottom and you can just send me a WhatsApp and we can get you sorted for your personalized one. Okay. Right, so before we get started, I have actually written notes, so just bear with me because there's quite a lot going on. So just slightly different. We're just going to spritz a little bit of heart chakra spray into the sky. Oh, I love this stuff. Oh, right, and we're going to do that with the intention that Spirit opens us up to receive the information that we need. Yes, I know, I said it, you heard it. Not necessarily what we want. Okay, so, right, guys, let's kick this off. First and foremost, right, this is Saturn retrograde in Pisces. It is now from today, the 29th of June, right through until the 15th of November. We need to understand this about Saturn. Saturn is the strict daddy planet of the one. He's the one who walks around and goes, cracking the whip around us. And when it's direct, when it's normally just floating through the sky, when we don't check out on our lessons and things like that, what actually happens is we then are thrown into it and then are forced to face what we're needing to face, right? So Saturn doesn't fuck around. It's that kind of fuck around and find out planet, right? Just saying. So we look at some of the key concepts around this. It's karma, lessons, responsibility, and limits. Obviously, with responsibility and with lessons always come limits. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Just going to put this out there gently in the corner. The retrogrades are always about us be going introspective. So although we can all go, oh, fuck, here we go again, more lessons, more this. This period in the retrograde, if we are smart, we're going to use this period to check out what we still need to face, to check out how our normal lessons are going, right? Are we actively taking responsibility in the areas that keep coming up for us? Okay. The other thing that we need to look at here, just so that we're all clear, is that we are in an 8-year, guys. 8-year is about self. 8-year is also about karma. I've been telling you that since January. Okay, this is a big karma planet. What karmic cycles are we refusing to let go of because of comfort zones or limiting beliefs or fear of the unknown? Whatever it is, we are getting this period now, this 4.5 months, to really assess that in order to launch us forward. Okay, so here, let's have a look at this quickly. So some of the stuff I've just written down here. Okay, we need to assess what we have already learned. Okay, it's always important to judge how far we've come. I know we don't like to do that. We always forget to do that part, but it's a very important element. Also, because you don't want to be going over work that you think you're doing when you've already cleared out that energy and it's already done. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one is, what are we still needing to learn? What is still coming up to trigger us and to ask us to change our perspectives and, right? The third thing is our karma. Are there cycles, like I said just now, are there cycles that need to be released that we are still holding on to? And cycles can be anything. It can be places, it can be people, it can be situations, it can be jobs, it can be thought patternings or programmings that has come through a karmic line. Okay, there's a whole range of stuff around that. Okay, right, now, just so we are also clear, another element of this retrograde is that Saturn is named after Kronos. It is the Roman name right? For the Greek god Kronos, who was actually a Titan and who was the Greek god of time. So what does that mean to us in real time in this retrograde? Well, it's asking us to evaluate where we really are spending our time. How are we spending our time? What are we investing our time in? Are we investing in energies that are benefiting us, or are they frenemies? Are they situations that appear to be decent but not really? Okay, so there's a whole other element to that. Saturn does have that element of time to it, simply by virtue of its name. Right? So are we spending this time wisely? And I'm not just talking about our time in this retrograde. I'm talking about how are we spending our everyday time. Okay. Finally, last but not least, drum roll please, Neptune goes retrograde on the 2nd of July until the 7th of December. Right. Now, this is not a bad thing for us. The introspection with Saturn kind of gives us a bit of a reprieve, so not too bad either. So don't go into this like, oh God, doom and gloom. Remember, we create our reality, so we don't want to be going in doom and gloom. But what I do want to say to you about Neptune is very much that dreamy kind of hidden depths, things being like, it kind of comes to us with rose tinted glasses around a lot of things. This is time where shit is going to get very real. Now we need to look at, okay, so take the rose tinted glasses off. Is this working for me? Am I happy with this? Am I doing what I need to do? Am I stepping up into my reality and to the version of the reality that I want to create? Let me just say something to you here. Neptune and Saturn are going to work beautifully together if you align with the individual elements that they present and you use them to your benefit, guys. If you're going to go, oh, for flying fuck's sake, there's 2 retrogrades going at the same time, I don't want to deal with this is too much effort, then you're going to come up against resistance, you're going to create resistance, and then it's going to become problematic. Okay, so I do feel like this is important. Both planets are going into this in Pisces, right? Pisces is the dreamy planet, the imagination, the nurturer, the lover, all of that. Pisces are going to be great, great partners. If you've ever been loved by a Pisces, you know they're all in, right? They are all in. So I'm just saying to you, both planets are in Pisces for these retrogrades. Just bear that in mind, okay? So maybe also check out where you've got Pisces in your chart. Sorry, just quick water break. Alice the camel had a lump in her throat. Okay, right. So now I am very excited. I want to show you these in case you fancy them and you want to find them out. I was gifted. It's very hard. Sorry, the covers of these are actually sparkly. So I'm going to do this. Okay. I was gifted these by a very special friend, Chris, for my birthday. They are absolutely amazing cards. The illustrated Herbery Oracle, the illustrated Beastery, and the illustrated the Crystallary. Okay, I have used these cards today. I couldn't decide which deck, so I was only supposed to use 1 out of each deck, but 2 fell, so there we have it. Okay, so now let's get into our reading. The general energies, we're going to start off with the Herbery. They came out. I mean, how beautiful are these cards? I mean, come on, seriously, all jokes aside. Right, so we get the first card out is Hawthorne, Heart's Home, and the second one is St. John's Wort, Light in the Darkness. Right, Light in the Darkness could not be more apt. What have I just said to you about Neptune and the hidden depths and it being in retrograde? It clears that veil of fogginess, right? So this is telling me that this is illuminating things that need to be seen, things that need to come up for us, things that we need to be aware of, which is going to help us, guys, pinpoint what the lessons that we need to still focus on, what we've learned, what karma we're still dealing with. This really does help us hugely with Neptune in retrograde at the same time. Okay, so we're trying to change our perspectives here and focus on the positive. The Heart's Home is very much to me telling me that it really is about following your heart's desires and where your heart is comfortable at through the different cycles, staying true to what you want, staying true to your core. There's a foundation here. This tree is planted strongly, firmly, right? But if you have a look, there are different parts all around it. It's almost like different cycles and seasons. You've got the sun, you've got the water, you've got the earth on either side. It gives you that cyclic energy, right? That no matter where it's planted, it's stable and it's grounded because it knows where its home is. Its home is within its heart space. Its home is within itself. Okay, so this is telling me that this season, be grounded, but also know your heart. Follow what your gut is telling you, your intuition is telling you. Does this work for me? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. If it's not working, or if it's not feeling comfortable, if you're not feeling comfortable in your skin around it, let it go. Right, then we have the beastery, which are the animals. I mean, I can't even. Have you ever? Deal with the dirt, the eastern oyster, and you are worthy. Tabby cat. I mean, how cute are these cards? Seriously. So the eastern oyster is telling us that without doing the work, we're not going to get the pearl. Now, why is this important around Saturn? Because as much as Saturn is the taskmaster, right? If you put in the work, Saturn will reward you. You will get the reward for the work that you have put in. There's no doubt about it. Okay. This is not like I'm going to joke about it because this is a real thing, right? It's not like psychic timing. Oh no, the person will be here in 6 months, and then you do the work, and then they're still not there because somebody else comes up to heal. This is very much about you put in the work and you'll see the results. Okay, just like you deal with the dirt, you'll get the pearl. Right? That is very much a Saturnian kind of energy. Then we have you are worthy, tabby cat. So at your core, right? I feel like this is saying to you, you are worthy of what you want. You are worthy of going after your heart's desires. You are worthy of setting boundaries, right? And putting up spaces between people, places, and things that no longer serve you, that are no longer in alignment with you. Okay? Very important kind of energy around this. So maybe look at the lessons in self-worth that you are learning or that you are still needing to learn, because this comes up saying you've got it. You have everything you need and you are worth more than you possibly think you are. I love it. The cat is actually bigger than, I love this so much. There's so much this card that I love. It's not even funny. The Ankh, the Egyptian symbol, it's about eternity and divinity. You are worthy. What I want to say again is look at the rays behind it. It's almost like an illumination again happening here, right? So what I'm going to say to you is make sure that you are really focusing what comes into your space. Don't play Four of Cups in this energy. Don't be apathetic and like going, oh yeah, no, it's all good. It's this, it's that, it's the next thing. And actually not focusing on what's being in, or having something come up to trigger you and then you're going, oh yeah, I'll deal with it later, I'll deal with you later. No, you can't be doing that. Okay, right, so we've got two cards here. The only thing is clear quartz, and this one here is green fluorite. Is this mine? Now, we all know that, well, we may not know, clear quartz is an amplifier, okay, which is why I always say to people, be careful when you're feeling unwell and you have clear quartz near you. It will indiscriminately, I just created a word. How bad is my English today? It will indiscriminately amplify the energy around it. So if you're having a cuck day, don't have clear quartz near you because it's going to amplify whatever vibration you're in. If it's not a good vibration, then that's not ideal, right? But this is about this card saying the only thing. Okay, now you check here, there's a arrow, right? And it's like it's a bow, sorry, it's a bow. And the clear quartz sphere is being used, the wand is being used as an arrow, right? So when it talks about this card is very much about realizing, it's an interesting energy. The dragon is fire as well, it's fire energy. This very much is about realizing that you are the only thing you need to amplify your healings, your manifestations, your desires, right? But coming out with the green fluorite that says, is this mine? Okay, this is about being discerning again. This is about making sure that what you are wanting to bring into your space around this energy, right? We come back to this. Okay. Oh, I'm so in love with these cards, man. Shit, my hands aren't big enough for this. This is very much about going, is this mine? Is this truly something that goes with my worth? It aligns with my worth. Is it truly something that is in this space over here, right? The bottom heart home, something that I feel in alignment with, right? Does it sit well in my soul? Okay, so before, remember I said to you, Saturn is also about time and how we spend it. So before you start throwing your energy into projects and people and spaces, is it in alignment with this? Does it show my worth? Let me explain this. No, let me explain this differently. Does it showcase the understanding I have of my worth? Is a better way of putting it. Does it align with my soul? Does it make me happy? Right? Am I able to believe that I can manifest this on my own? These are very important images and messages, because I kind of feel like we're going into space. Again, I'm bringing this up, I know, but it is the truth. I always said that this year, when I did the readings, the year ahead, that the end of the last 6 months would be very potent for us, that things would start falling into place. I kind of feel if you can get this right, those kinds of energies will definitely start falling into place, and you will be able to be in a space of going, yeah, that makes sense. That really makes sense. I understand now. That had to fall away. So sometimes when we are looking at these things, again, I come back to like the cyclic, and even this has got a cycle around it, this round thing, this illumination. Sometimes it's about, oh, look at this, the sun's in a cage. I love that. So this is Neptune removing the sun from its cage and letting it shine brightly on everything that we need to see. How beautiful is that? What I want to say, though, is that sometimes the cycle is released just by the acknowledgement of it. I think sometimes we overthink what releasing a cycle can be for us, but sometimes just realizing that it's not up to our standards, that it's not what we are needing it to be, right? Maybe it doesn't show us our value. Maybe it shows that the other person doesn't see our value. Maybe it isn't in alignment with our soul. I think just sometimes acknowledging those, right? Those energies, basically then it moves itself off, because in acknowledging that it's no longer for us, the chances are we're not going to want it in our space. So we're not going to hold on to it as much as we normally would. Okay, right. So I'm asking for 2 lessons that need to be learned around this time. That's the first lesson. Okay. Right, so first 2 lessons, the lessons out, I will pull cards on these, but these are the lessons that I wanted to look at as a collective, right? Distant thunder, clear the air, and journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. Right, so this is again coming back to this, clear the air, right? Remove all that no longer serves you. Check out what's going on around you and then remove it. Believing in magic, isn't it crazy that from a little bit of friction and sand we get a pearl, something that's so valuable? How magical is the process of a pearl being brought to life, right? I'm being told here that this clear the air and believe in magic is understanding that we have the magic within us to do what we need to do. We come back to this. Amplifying your magic to manifest what you want in your space. This is a big lesson, because if you are in a space of lack, or if you are in a space of struggle, or if you feel stuck and you can't get out of specific spaces, right? This lesson is going to be able to help you move forward. And when they talk about believing in magic, they simply saying, understand that we are the magic. We are what, actually I'm going to use this deck, I think. We are the magic. We are basically our creators of our reality. And I think we forget that. I think we forget that because sometimes, like this, sometimes it feels hard and it feels unpleasant, right? But they're saying keep going, because why? You're worth it. You're absolutely worth it. So at the end of the day, this might just turn out to be something that you don't expect. I'm getting the sense that some of the realizations and epiphanies that we're going to be having are going to be quite unusual and quite unexpected. Okay, so let's see here now. Okay, can you tell me more about this distant thunder? Can I have one final card, please? Final card here. Any day now. Just one more card. No, okay. So there's no more for that one. That's the message, right? Okay, so we've got 4 cards coming out. The first card was the Emperor, right? Divine masculine energy. But this is about strategizing, taking plans, getting clear on everything, right? As much as he is a strategist and a tactician, he does also, to a certain extent, especially when balanced with feminine energy, he does follow his heart. In the sense that he will trust his gut on what is right, what is wrong. Is this for me? Is this okay? I can absolutely tell you, though, that they know their worth. The Emperor knows their worth hands down, right? So it came out with the moon. Just bearing in mind, out of 4 cards, we've got 3 major arcana here, guys. I always talk to you about when the major arcana shift into space, right, like this, into a question. 3 out of 4 means that this is a divinely guided time for you. This is a divinely ordained space in order for you to heal what you need to heal. So we've got the Emperor, the full moon, and then the Queen of Cups, right? Now, this very much tells me that getting clear, when you clear all of this thing, remember I said to you here with Neptune, getting rid of all of that, right? Clearing all of the stuff that holds you back from believing in yourself, right? Remember, guys, this is a collective reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. Take what's yours, but there is, again, illuminations on fear, on what is not known. This is the moon. The moon is about fear and what we don't see, but also about using our intuition, okay? This rules Cancer. Cancerians are known. And then you get a Cancer card straight afterwards, just saying, putting that out there gently in the corner. This is about following your heart. The Queen of Cups is in full force there, right? Like the Empress, she's actually also pregnant, so she's nurturing and she's like all there, right? But this is about saying that you've got support around you as well. You've got support. She's a very healing energy. She's a very supportive, empathic, compassionate energy, right? So maybe those are the attributes that you need to show to yourself in order to get to where you need to be. And then, quite honestly, I mean, come on. You've got the Wheel of Fortune coming in at the other side of this, okay? I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is about the divine timing. It's about luck. It's about your fortunes changing. So if you can step into this, check out what's being illuminated, decide that that's what you need, see what you're needing to see here, right? Believe in yourself. Believe that you are able to make what you want happen. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is calling to self-worth, it's calling to manifestation, those kinds of energies. The Wheel of Fortune will take in and step up. I always say, if you take a step towards the universe, it takes 2 steps towards you. And the Wheel of Fortune means that it's actually getting into its car and it's driving. Okay, so really nice answers there. That's really, really beautiful. Okay, the second, I feel like this is the thing of like, don't give up. This is very much like a don't give up kind of energy. You've got overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything and ascending the mountain. Keep going. I really do feel like it's coming back to this. Deal with the dirt. So when times get hard and you're like, oh, I can't do this. This is too hard. I'm not sure. I'm not clear. The universe is saying to you, remember your worth. Remember who you are. Do you know, this gives me this, that's exactly why I felt like that. This gives me that kind of energy of Simba and Mufasa from The Lion King. Okay, I'm a Disney fan, guys, so just go with it. Like, it's almost like Mufasa. Okay, I know they're not lions. I promise. I'm not dwarf, I promise. But it's like him standing when Simba looks into the pool of water, and the spirit is giving me that he looks into the pool of water and he's a teenager and he's got to go back and fight for his kingdom, right? And Mufasa comes down in spirit and goes, remember who you are. That's exactly the energy I'm getting off of this. So stop taking your obstacles personally, because you're forgetting your magic in doing that. Okay, you're forgetting your worth in that. Oh my God, that was such a thing. That remember who you are came through as a movie. I got all like goosebumpy. Okay, so this is very much about knowing that you can handle what's coming at you. All right, especially now during times where you have got this. And Spirit is saying the thing that's going to help you most is actually this. Focusing where you amplify and where you put your energy and spend your time, but also realizing what is for you and what isn't. And being honest about this. Remember I said to you, Neptune in retrograde, right? That takes away any kind of rose-tinted glasses you could possibly have. Anything that you could possibly have. Okay, so very, very powerful messages coming through there. Right, I just want to do some, let's just here find a little bit more about ascending the mountain, so overcoming your obstacles. Guys, I did shuffle and all of that. The only reason I took these out first, I did shuffle and they were jumpers, right, as normal, but I didn't want to take too long because I knew it was going to be a longish video. Eight of Pentacles. You can't make this shit up. Eight of Pentacles. Can't even begin. Can't even begin. Okay. So, you got 3 cards out here that have come up. Sorry, was that all? That's all. Okay, just checking. Right. 8 of Pentacles. Put in the work. Put in the work. Keep going. Knowing that whatever you get. Remember I said to you with Saturn, you put in the work, but you reap the reward. It's not one of those falsy kind of false pretenses, false situations, false kind of lies kind of thing, right? This is a very powerful energy to be in. Putting in the work and knowing your worth, so you expect the reward. What have I said to you all along about using your intuition? Here's the High Priestess, another major arcana. So use your intuition. Yes, do the groundwork, right? Again, it's kind of reflecting the same energy. In fact, it is. It's exactly that. Do the groundwork. Put the hard work in with the with the Emperor, right? But use your intuition. 2 cards of serious intuition here, and then you get the top card of intuition, which is that. So again, it's about being discerning where you place your energy, right? Conserve your energy. Don't try and go for things that are not meant for you, okay? So, and then we have the 3 of Cups. This feels very much like with this energy here, right, is learning when, using your intuition, when to work and when to play. Guys, there has to be a balance. We cannot be all work and no play. It makes Jane and Joe very dull children, right? So please make sure that you are using your intuition. Again, also, where to put your energy into when it needs work and where to put your energy. And I feel like this is like almost kind of representing you. If you're looking at an external source, an external kind of energy, it's very much about that kind of energy. Putting your energy, where do you put your energy into things that bring you joy, right? We go back to heart home. What brings you joy? As opposed to what also feels like hard work for you all the time. Because if something constantly feels like hard work for you guys, it's not necessarily going to be exactly what you're wanting or where you're needing to be. Okay, so have you got some final advice, please, for the collective? Final advice for the collective, please. What does the collective need to know? 7 of Wands. Any advice for the collective? Right, let's go through these quickly. Okay, very pertinent. This is totally on point. Let's start with these two. Seven of Wands and Four of Swords, right? This is about standing your ground, defending your boundaries, being clear on where you are, putting your energy, again, right? But also about taking this time. Again, there's another moon, right? Check how many moons. 1, 2, 3, 4 moons. With the Four of Swords, you get your fourth moon, right? Just saying, just putting that out there gently in the corner. Again, looking at your fears and your intuition and all of that. Just a little reminder for the cheap seats in the back. Okay, so standing your ground, Seven of Wands is about defending what you want, defending your dreams, defending your goals, defending where you are going, right? Very clear. Taking this time, the Four of Swords is about meditation, rest, taking time to actually focus on things, taking time, Nine of Cups, to focus on what you need to let go of, what you need to do in order to get your wishes fulfilled, in order for you to align, right, with the universe when it steps in with the Wheel of Fortune to get you what you want, to bring you your pearl. Okay. Very important energy, guys. Very important energy around this. Very good advice. And then we have the Devil, Death, and the Sun. Again, just saying, 3 major arcana again. Guys, I can't express to you how important it is to understand that the major arcana are life-changing energies. We can choose not to use them, or we can choose to use them to our benefit. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just hold on, I've got girl maths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Half of the cards on the table out of this are major arcana. That's crazy shit, people. Pay attention, please. Pay attention, right? Take heed of what's happening here. Important information, right? So the Devil, letting go of our karma, our obsessions, our programming, all of that crappy stuff that keeps us trapped, right? Let it go. Death, ending the cycle to let something grow, right? Something new to come in. We have to go through the death cycle, guys. We have to let it go. It's the same thing here. Just clear the air. Let it go. The more we hold on to it, the more we create resistance to having the sun come in. You really can't make this shit up. You saw me shuffling. You just can't make this stuff up. It is pertinent. This is a huge time, okay? This energy here, right? This Four of Wands is about release. When they are in this, the traditional one is that the woman's lying, or there's a person lying on a bed, and they are in a restorative state, okay? They are busy trying to restore their soul space. Very important that in order to restore our soul space, we release that which no longer serves us. Okay, guys, I really hope you like this reading. Please let me know if you like these style of readings, if they're working for you, if you're enjoying them. I know they're a little bit longer, but there's a lot of information coming out. Again, the pop-up reading will be available immediately, so I will get some done this weekend and on Monday. Find out what it is that you need to release this time. What is it that you're holding on to that no longer serves you? If you are feeling stuck, now is your time to make the move. The universe has got your back. It's here to help you. Both Pisces and not Pisces are lying to you. I'm so lying to you. Pisces doesn't give a rat's ass. It's a zodiac sign. Neptune and Saturn are here to do that for you. They're here to bring you home to your heart space by illuminating what needs to be rid of. Okay. How's my English today? Be gotten rid of. Dear Lord. Okay, guys. Oh, and just a heads up, I actually did put some green fluorite and some clear quartz just to amplify the reading. So we have all the crystals here. Oh, dear. I should have just stayed in bed, really. See what I mean? We've had them on the table just to energize the reading a little bit. So I hope that this helps, guys. Sending you so much love, as always. And I look forward to catching up with you soon. Big loves, guys.